We're going to be making a wild mushroom stew today. We've got some delicious mushrooms here. First off, this is a hen of the woods, which is very delicate and has a very earthy quality. Fantastic in the fall season. It's actually fresh right now. Chanterelles, buttery, golden, add a really nice creaminess to the dish. Oyster mushrooms, these are actually a large oyster mushroom. Also again buttery, they sear really well so they caramelize well and they'll add some sweetness to the dish. And then these beech mushrooms almost look like a large enoki, but these are also seasonal right now. Very mild in flavor but delicious. So all these together will, different parts, different earthiness, different sweetness will all come together in this stew and it'll be delicious. What's really important with mushrooms is to treat them like meat. You really want a good sear or a good roast to build up flavor because they're quite hearty, especially these chanterelles and oysters and so on. So get a nice thick bottom pot, high heat, some oil. Don't be shy with the oil because mushrooms absorb oil. And then don't overload the pan because what will happen is you'll end up steaming them. So put them in, you'll hear instant sear and bubbling. So just layer a few at a time, and as soon as the bottoms are nice and caramelized, we'll flip them over and do the other side. So again, the same thing with the chanterelles. If you're not careful with the chanterelles, they'll steam on you very quickly because they got a lot of water in them. Just a few at a time, and get these ones really nice and caramelized. Build up the flavor. So same thing with these hen of the woods mushrooms. Just keep layering them down. If the pan gets dry, don't be shy, add a little bit more oil. And now the beech mushrooms, same thing. Nice little thin layer. Now after the last little bits are done, you want to have some diced shallots ready and some rosemary and thyme. And then put all the mushrooms back in, and then some chicken stock and red wine. It's all going to come together in a really nice stew. So now you can see the stock is reduced down. It's thickened, the mushrooms have softened and become tender. All we're going to do now is add 4 tablespoons of butter. Just move it around, let that really melt in slowly. The heat's on very low. Just let that butter really melt in there. Wild mushroom stew with fresh shallots.